Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy. We're back here with a brand new video. This is a highly requested video. Dude, we're just gonna hop right into this. Let's go. Millie Moo, you are a cow. Rolling all around, get it up, have some thick thighs. Moo, moo, move that thing. I'ma show you how to make Millie sing. Boom. Today we're going to be reacting to Battlefield 3 again, but we're going to be correcting the errors with proof. My proof. And yes, I know this is a game. I just thought it would be fun to compare and contrast. So let's just suspend some disbelief and have some fun. Okay, Bobbies. And to address some common questions that I've been getting, I'm probably as close to a subject matter expert that you're going to get for flight deck operations that you'll find on YouTube than anyone that makes military type videos. Although I was not fixed wing, I was a helicopter squadron, but I did spend a majority of my day, anywhere from 10 to 14 hours, up on the flight deck launching and recovering NATO helicopters. So any type of helicopter a part of NATO. I do have some pictures I will show you of my qualifications. You are encouraged when you're active duty in the military to keep a binder of all your awards and qualifications, and obviously I still have that. So here's some pictures of your boy, and here are the qualifications. Let's get into this video.
Well, I'm a squared away sailor, loves to go get trashed, and if I'm really lucky, they'll send me to captain's mast. Contributing to minors is my favorite thing to do, so if you're underage, come talk to me. I'm 22. Here we go.
So this first scene in Battlefield 3, you have them in the P-ways. Like I said, the P-ways are a little gargantuan, a lot larger than normal. You can see myself walking in the P-way. I was recording myself. This was during port. I was probably drunk as hell, and I whipped out my camera, and I'm like, oh, for whatever reason, maybe I'll use this footage someday. And it's coming in handy right now. And you can see, compared to the Battlefield 3 P-ways, it's like you can drive a freaking tank up someone's booty hole in Battlefield 3. And, you know, so here's, you know, the actual proof that you guys can see firsthand of, you know, the differences and similarities.
Okay. Videotape the whole thing?
Yeah.
You're a retard.
Damn it, it's dark. Fuck early ghosts.
Ghosts, bitches, ghosts. Yeah.
Now, one thing I did notice is that they had the catwalks very similar. A lot of the catwalks you see in video games will just be covered. There won't be any gratings. So in Battlefield 3, they nailed it. You are supposed to see down to the ocean on the catwalks. It's kind of scary at first when you're walking because it's a 90-foot drop right below you.
Turkey, pretty amazing.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
Another thing that I did notice is that they did not have any helicopters in the helo hold. Normally, you were going to have all your Romeos and all your Sierras. Usually there's 2 helicopter squadrons attached to each aircraft carrier. So those are going to be in the helo hold, and also they're going to be kept in the hangar bay. We will get to more of this later because there are some more scenes that involve the helicopters. All right, so now you can see the helicopter took off from, it looks like elevators 1 and 2 on the starboard side. We never, ever, 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 ever launch helicopters from elevators 1 and 2. The only time we will ever launch a helicopter on the starboard side of the aircraft carrier, the right side, is on spot 7. Now that will be during combat operations. If there is fixed wing aircraft flying and recovering, and we also want to have helicopters flying at the same time, the only spot is the starboard side, because that will not interfere with the recovery of the fixed wing aircraft. And spot 7 is that only spot, like I said, on the starboard side. It is behind the island, it is behind the junkyard. It is also the most dangerous spot for several reasons. Number 1, because the pilots are not used to launching off from that side of the ship and landing on that side of the ship. Number 2, it is very, very small and hard to maneuver. Number 3, there is a lot of debris. If you don't know what the junkyard is, it's where crash and salvage crew keep their giant crane. It's where they keep a lot of their gear. It's also behind the island, and there's just a lot of FOD and a lot of debris that will get blown up, and projectiles can fly around and injure people. So it's a very dangerous spot. We only like to do it, like I said, during combat operations.
My uniform looks like hammer dog shit. My boots are dull and scuffed, but I'm alright with it.
So another thing they got right is showing all the flaps, the elevators, ailerons, the stabs. I'm pretty sure those are what they're all called. Like I said, I'm lacking on my knowledge of fixed wing. But yes, they got it right. The pilots will move all their freaking flight controls like crazy. And then you will have the final checkers, the people that are standing next to the wings of the aircraft, a little behind them, and they're watching, you know, making sure there's no leaks. All the flight controls are working correctly. They're the last eyes on the aircraft. They're the last people that can stop it from launching in case anything's wrong. So it's a very important job. So this last clip is really, really awesome. I want to compare an actual flight deck cockpit launch from the pilot's point of view to the launch that they did in Battlefield 3 and kind of see how similar the timings are. Now the aircraft will launch, it's like 2 or 3 seconds that the bird is shot off the catapult. It's very, very insanely quick. But how I got this clip was from my pilot friend. Being a plane captain and a landing signalman enlisted, I had close relationships with several pilots. You know, working with them every day, doing all the hand signals, launching and recovering their aircraft, doing all the inspections and signing off that their aircraft is safe for flight. So you create, you know, close bonds with everyone in your squadron, but also with the pilots. Now my pilot friend had, his friend was attached to the fixed wing F-18 squadron. So he gave him his GoPro and he had him get first person footage of him launching off of the catapult. And it's freaking awesome. I've shown this video in the past and I just want to compare it to the Battlefield clip. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for all the support. And to all the new subscribers, welcome to the JT Lobster Demonetization Squad fam. Make sure you guys subscribe because we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. We just were at 70,000, I believe, like 2 days ago. And now we're already at 72,000, close to 75K. So you guys have been subscribing like crazy. If you're new to the channel, like I said, I have 625 other videos you can watch, dating all the way back to when I was active duty. So yes, I will see you guys very soon. Brand new videos almost every day. I started my new job since I graduated college on Monday. So, you know, I'm working probably, you know, I get up at like 6 and then I'm back home at like 5:30 and then I try to make these videos. So, you know, it's just a grind. So I'm not a huge fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. He does have some good motivational stuff, but like he says, no one is stopping you from no one is stopping you from working on your passions once you're done with your 9 to 5 during the day. You know, it is a little harder for me because I have a newborn and my wife to take care of when I get home. But, you know, it's like 11 o'clock at night right now. So, you know, we gotta grind. If you're really passionate about something, you have to put in the extra hours. And this is also, like, I love doing this. It's a hobby, it's fun. So I don't really see it as work. And at that note, you guys just gotta grind. You gotta keep working. And just remember, if you're not really good at something, you can be better than the people that have natural talent by just working harder than them and putting in more hours in it. You can be better, dude, than a lot of people in anything you want by just freaking grinding, dude. Being tenacious. Tenacity. My boy Papa. Papa, the boy. It's my boy Papa, and he's good man. He's got a great plan.